Well, yeah, that's just because we don't get to actually watch him deep throat a damn thing.
I mean,
There's a,
you don't.
there's a guy at the gathering known as Burrito Man. So, I mean, he has some stiff competition. Stiff.
Why aren't you funny?
Hey,
So
there's a reason why I'm on here.
was bad jokes part of the gathering?
Bad jokes is part of the reason why they're asking me to host shit next year.
Oh God.
I thought that was kind of interesting, though.
Yeah, interesting. That's the word. Whatever makes you sleep at night there, buddy. As long as you're not physically bringing harm to anyone, you have my blessing at least.
Hey, do you know what time it is?
Is it 7 o'clock? Oh, it's time to start.
Oh,
It's
oh.
time to start. Let me just go ahead and do this, that. And bam, we are here. This is welcome everyone to episode 4 of Big News and Small Streams with your hosts with the mosts. I am Carnage Razor. That's the literate juggalo.
It's true, I am.
And we are alone together.
Forever. We should make a
AKA,
song. It'll be nice.
AKA the one about everything else.
Man,
so we have Jugs back finally. Feels like it's been forever.
So much crazy news has happened, so much stuff going on, either with me out at the gathering of the Juggalos, disconnected from most social media except for random spots of throwing stuff up on Instagram. There was apparently a convention of some sort also happening that I heard about.
Oh, yes, the San Diego Comic-Con has happened.
Yeah, apparently that thing might have been big. Not sure there. Even in my hometown was the Not a Comic-Con Comic-Con over at Pack Rat Comics, where they always end up having comic books, almost like Free Comic Book Day, but a couple of guests come in, do some autograph signings.
I see. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. It's always appreciated. Not everyone can make the trek out there to San Diego.
Yeah, not to mention not everyone can get tickets to it.
Though I will say, last time that we made it out there to the Not a Comic-Con Comic-Con, Dante from Clerks was the guy out there doing autograph signings, which was amazing. And here's the thing that really killed me about that, though. My wife and me were standing in line, and she just turned to me and goes, "You know, I'm really impressed that he's here. I'm here he's not even supposed to be here today." And the guy in front of us is like, "Wait, really? He's not? Oh, I thought he was." I was like, "Oh, fuck." Just entirely over his head. It was a little bit disappointing he was standing in line for autographs, but...
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I mean, if that's the joke you're not getting, I don't know if you should be there or not. Like, I doubt you're there for, like, God, what else does he do? What else has he done?
I don't know. Have you ever seen the movie Vulgar? Oh, damn.
But, again, I mean, chances are, if you see the movie Vulgar, it's through seeing Clerks at some point. Because Vulgar was done by Brian Johnson.
Right. But, I mean, it is outside of the Askew universe.
Well, yeah, but I think it's still done under View Askew, like, company.
For the releasing, just, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have a question that we haven't covered at all before jumping on this stream, so I'm going to put you randomly on the spot. Are you ready for that?
Sure.
What have I missed in the DMG world? Anyone doing awesome? Has anyone been shot in the foot? Did we announce anyone new while I was out for a week? Did everyone just give up on streaming and now they're all Amish? What's going on?
That last one, everyone just Amish immediately. Everyone turned Amish. No one actually streams at all anymore. It's kind of sad, but I'm kidding. What happened in the DMG world? Well, there's a couple things that have happened. One, for starters, Novak 404, my co-host last week, your replacement last week.
Oh, whoa. Replacement? Whoa.
Temporarily.
Whoa.
I will say this again and always. This show is not just the Carnage and Jug show. This is open to all of the founders, maybe even a member or two down the road. let us know. We don't have to do this every week. Hint, hint. I'm putting you guys on blast. Runa, Blaze, I see you motherfuckers in the chat. Don't act like you're not there. You guys can do this, you know. I'm kidding. Anyway, I'm not kidding, but I mean, I'm not trying to call you out. But anyway,
Someone wants a Monday off.
I would stream anyway.
Wait, during this? That's fucked.
Well, no, not during this. Probably before
okay.
and after.
Okay.
I would probably host this, raid. So Novak actually announced a giveaway. I did a giveaway myself last week. I was giving away some Magic the Gathering Arena keys, closed beta keys. So that was kind of cool. But Novak, way bigger giveaway. I believe it's still going on. And he's going to draw the winner this Wednesday. What date is that? 25th? Yeah, Wednesday the 25th. He's going to be drawing a winner. So if you go to Novak 404 stream right now, you can enter the giveaway. The prize is going to be a copy of Dark and Light, the game that he's been streaming and hyping up like crazy. He bought it himself. He's just going to give it away. Seems pretty awesome to me. I know I'm in.
Is there like a giveaway code for that? What do I got to do? And unrelated entirely, be right back. I need to go enter a code somewhere.
Oh God, what the hell do you got to do? I think if I'm not mistaken, you go there and you type !raffle. If I'm not mistaken,
like a rafflecopter.
!raffle space 1. That's how you enter. !raffle space 1.
Was never a fan of Raffle 1. That's the one with Jar Jar, right?
I don't know. I've never seen him. Anyway.
So if you want to go unfollow Carnage _Razors.
Yes, go unfollow Carnage _Razors.
Razors? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you said, man. I'm just telling you what you said. So I don't think anything else big has happened. There is something big happening this weekend, though. This Saturday is going to be the race between myself and JP13 of Super Mario Brothers, blindfolded. So it's kind of similar to how me and Novak did it once upon a time, except this time we're both going to be blindfolded, which is going to be fun.
There's a great benefit in that one. I might actually be tuning in. Yeah, I keep trying to go to your stream, man, but the only thing that deters me is it's always your face up there. And with that blindfold, a large majority of that's going to be covered, so I like this concept. Will you be doing more blindfolded things in the future? Potentially a full face mask, or...
I gotta tell you, it just dawned on me now that you're saying all this. I actually don't have a blindfold. I have to get one by the week. Is that a surprise? Do you just have do you have a drawer in your dresser like dedicated for blindfolds? Is that a thing?
Well, it's more than just blindfolds in there, but yeah.
All right then.
Who doesn't? You can go ahead and ask Runa's husband. I mean, we're on the same wavelength. Uh-huh. Oh man, that moment of stun.
All right.
I broke the streamer.
Yeah, that's cool. I guess you're a really weird guy. But speaking of weird, that's why we love Jugs, is because of how weird he is. And he did something really weird recently. Last week he was at something very strange called the Gathering of the Juggalos. I will never understand it, but by all means, please. What's happening with that? Like, why? I got a couple questions, actually. First of all, how did this thing get started is my question.
Okay, so I will say the Gathering of the Juggalos. So this is the 19th Gathering of the Juggalos. It's been going solid. Have they
been around that long?
They've been around longer than that. They were around for a while before the first Gathering of the Juggalos, man. Wow. But yeah, so...
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cut you off, but I just now realized... The 90s were over 18 years ago.
Yeah. Go ahead. Feel old.
Oh, man. I do. Go ahead. Continue. I'm sorry.
All right. But so conceptually, it was, hey, we keep having these little mini gatherings. They kept doing in-store events. And every time that they do like an in-store autograph signing, the Juggalos would still be outside, hanging around, throwing barbecues, just enjoying time with each other. So... Eventually, it just kind of snowballed into something happening in a convention center. They had some problems in the convention centers, though. Oh, you had a question. What's up?
I was going to say, You said it snowballed into something about a convention center or something like that, but I was gonna make the comment. Was it actually a snowball that they started doing? Is that never mind?
No, that's probably much closer to these later years, but we'll get
Oh,
to that one in just a moment.
okay.
So when they started off in a convention center, the thing that was kind of nice was, hey, there was seminars going on, there was air conditioning, uh, but I think it was the second or third one. Mounted cops got called in. Some chicks were flashing their air quote goods. And so, because of that, cops were pulled in, and the cops started firing off tear gas in response to breasts, which is so fucking insane to me. I don't understand how. I've never seen a pair of breasts and thought, we need tear gas right now. Just personally.
I have.
I mean, there's a difference between wanting to cry and wanting tear gas.
No, I know.
but someone like punched one of the horses. It was a rough time. So from there, it's moved on to campgrounds and even longer. So instead of being, hey, here's 2 days of stuff, now it's, hey, we can stay up insane amounts of time. All the events end up running from noon until 6 a.m. every day for like the 4 to 5 day event. After main stage, there's wrestling that goes on, which includes like oddball wrestling and bloody mania. So plenty of light bulbs, chairs, some of the hardcore wrestling, which is real impressive. In fact, one of my friends that I went to college with out in Pittsburgh showed up just because he knows most of the wrestlers because he covers a lot of the indie wrestling scene. Very brief shout out to the Wrestling Mayhem show. But yeah, so after all that time of growing and expanding, the part that absolutely baffled me about the fact that it's 19 years, that means someone who was conceived at the very first gathering would have been of legal age at this one, and that's insane. That's mind-blowing. I'm old as fuck.
Okay, that brings me to our next question. Have you been going since they first started?
I did not make it to the first one. The first gathering that I made it to was actually the 11th.
Oh.
Yeah, but I've caught all of them since then, so that also means that next year, once the 20th hits, I'll be hitting that solid 10 gatherings. A decade of gathering.
Yeah, how about that? Okay.
Yeah. Crazy times.
Good for you. And do you have to be 18 to attend these?
Oh, well, or with a parent. There's plenty of stuff going on, because you have to remember, so sure, there might be stuff like the Busey Beauties happening, which a bit over the line. I believe at one point there was 2 guys taped naked face to face with each other, and at the very end, in order to make sure, see who would stand through the very end, hot dogs were shot at their rears at 120 psi. Just trying to get someone to chicken out, because the prize that they won was kind of expensive, and having to pay for 2 was nowhere near as fun as only paying for 1. I mean, $500, a ticket to next year's gathering, VIP package for next year's gathering, hotel stay. Paying for that for 2 people.
Did the loser have to eat the hot dogs?
No, but I believe both of them ate the hot dogs anyways. Then, like, there wasn't... Yeah, it was insane.
Okay.
I mean, again, feel free to cut me off here, but they ended up, during that one, having a butthole beauty pageant. During just the Busey Beauties. Okay. And I will tell you, those real tall containers of glitter? From, like, the craft store? No? At least one got dumped on each person in the pageant. I mean, that's not going away. In the craft world, that's known as, like, craft herpes, because you have glitter for life. Why? If it's touched you, you're not getting rid of that.
Okay.
So while that's going on one side of the grounds, you have to remember there's also absolutely free carnival rides. There's no ticket price in order to go on the, like, Roundup or the Ferris wheel.
Oh, so, like, there's actual rides?
Absolutely. There's carnival rides. One of the nice parts about the Ferris wheel, it's actually real close to main stage. That means you have the ability to ride the Ferris wheel while watching, like, you could have caught guar from a Ferris wheel while eating a corn dog.
Okay, that's kind of dope sounding, actually.
And this year, because it was Whoop stock, that meant that there was opening acts that were covers of some of the original Woodstock bands, which means that this year I ended up seeing Grateful Dead open up for Gwar and ICP.
But it wasn't actually Grateful Dead.
Right, it was a cover band.
Right.
Well, Jerry Garcia's dead. It's as much Grateful Dead as Sublime with Rome is Sublime.
That's not entirely true. Was it the rest of Grateful Dead?
As far as I could tell, I don't know the Grateful Dead.
Me neither. That's what I'm saying. Like, Sublime with Rome is... They don't even call themselves Sublime. They call themselves Sublime with Rome. I mean...
When the Janis Joplin cover was up, I was real impressed. She had the spot-on voice, and that's a rough voice to pull off for a full set.
You're right.
It's an intense voice. At that time, it actually was raining, but the rain cut, and she even called it out from the stage. She was like, "Hey, look, there's a rainbow right over there," while Janis Joplin was playing. Yeah, air quote Janis Joplin. And she was like, "Oh man, fucking double rainbow!" And Immortal Technique I had never seen before, and was really impressed. The rap and hip hop was spot on. Hobson was there. Gwar killed it. We even had Bronx Obama from the TV series on Showtime.
So, no politics, Chugs. So, I mean, that sounds like we can probably talk about this for the entire podcast here. But, the people aren't here for that, man. They're here for that special moment where they actually get to tune in Twitch TV and see Jugs live on a stream more than once a month. So,
nope, not gonna happen.
While you're actually here, well, hear me out. While you're actually here, maybe you can actually tell us maybe just a tip or two, just a tip, or maybe two, maybe three, from the master himself of streams. He's the reason he doesn't stream, guys, not because he doesn't have time or anything like that. It's just he's perfected the craft already. He has no reason to do it anymore.
Is he behind me? He's standing right behind me, isn't he?
Who?
The master of streams, this guy you keep talking about.
That's you.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will say in the future, I'm hoping to actually be able to show some video representation of the stuff I'm going to talk to you about right now in order to make it a little bit easier for everyone to comprehend. But right now, I'm just going to tell you guys a few little tips and tricks that can make your stream a little bit easier, a little bit more polished looking. One thing that most people don't seem to understand inside of OBS is you can actually embed a full scene inside of another scene. So if you create a scene that just has, say, your pop-up reactions, stuff like, "Hey, not sponsored," up on the screen right now, or any reaction GIF that you want, you can put all of that, or even if you're using Streamlabs or something else in order to have your stream notifications, you can put that all within a single scene and then put that scene in everything else. So if you have a stream for while you're gaming, if you have a stream for your Be Right Back screen, instead of putting each of the components in there, like, hey, here's the chat box, here is the pop-up notification, here's my alerts, here's my current donator, like the top donator. If you put that in a singular scene, you'll be able to apply that across all of them without having to rebuild and rearrange for each and every one, which is kind of nice.
Absolutely.
Not only that, but when it comes to having a scene, that not sponsored is an item that's listed as a single component within a scene. So you can enable and disable any part of that embedded scene. If any of you have ever gone through, tried having your webcam on a scene, and then having a slightly different adjustment for your webcam on a different scene, and know that it cuts out and your webcam doesn't work unless you go to a different third scene in between, because your webcam's already active on the first scene, so it can't pop up to the second one yet. If you put your webcam itself as a scene, what you're able to do is just apply all of those filters. You can apply the same filters that you would have or the same rearrangement, so it's not actually acknowledged as a second webcam instance opening up. It's the same one, it's just filtered differently because it's on a different page, which is real nice, gives you a lot of flexibility in streaming. In fact, that even gives you the ability to do things like we have for the movie theater, without having to cut out and disable. So I guess
Uh,
on that note, did you guys want to look at some trailers now, or?
well, before we jump into that, I just want to say while I do like all the tips and everything, they are very helpful. We're definitely going to need some video representation soon because I'm not going to call out names or anything, but someone might be a little bit confused. Might be someone that maybe had their mind blown as to how we even, and maybe this could be a future tip, how we even had the same two cameras in one stream is just insane to this particular person. We'll call out gender, we'll call out names, something like that.
Now, I don't know who you're talking about, but I will say, at least from the people I've spoke to, it seems like a lot of Canadians seem to have some issues. That's all I know.
Actually, I think it's just one.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, yeah. So we have a special trailer trash for you guys this week. So typically what we do is we take trailer trash and we give you the best game trailers, or at least what we think, that came out in the past week. And usually me, I talk a ton of information that as much as I can tell you guys about the games that I know, and just kind of go off on a little rant there, whether I think it's cool or whatever. Me and Chuck will have a conversation about it. It's all great. This week they're going to do things a little differently. The trailers this past week were kind of garbage. They were mostly DLC stuff and things like that. So I figured instead of that, we do have one game trailer, and it's going to lead the pack for the rest of the trailers, which are all the trailers, not all, but some of the trailers that came out of San Diego Comic-Con this week. So it'd be kind of cool. And yeah, actually more fitting for the movie theater setting that we typically have because they're going to be movie trailers mostly.
So wait, we're gonna watch all the trailers?
Not all of them, just the ones I sent you.
All of, and one of the nice things about this, or at least interesting things, I haven't seen any of these trailers yet because I've been out for a week. So it's gonna be all fresh reactions from me.
Actually, the last two will be fresh reactions for me.
Nice. We'll see how that one goes.
We'll see.
What is happening to our city, Yuri?
I don't know. Feels like the end of the world. Maybe it is.
Peter Parker, how the hell are you?
The city is in danger. It needs our help.
All of our help.
All right, well, call the play, coach.
Gang of costume nutjobs is taking the city apart piece by piece.
All right, so I'm going to talk a bit over the stream of the trailer here. Just a plethora of villains in this game. My God.
Is opportunity knocking?
You know the closer you get to them, the more you become a target, right?
The closer I get, the better chance we have to stop them.
I've ordered Silver Sable and her team to shoot you on sight. This city's had enough of your vigilantism.
It's so beautiful.
You're officially an enemy of the people.
Kingpin!
Come on, Peter.
How do I call you? I mean, you have like a cell phone in your pockets or something?
Now, real quick, I'm just gonna throw out there. Clearly, he was referencing the prison wallet.
Oh. So there's a couple of things I want to talk about with this real quick. First of all, as you can see with the screen that you paused on here, this is unfortunately a PlayStation 4 only game. Ugh. But one of the things that were announced recently was they're actually going to have a limited edition PS4 released for this game. It's a Spider-Man limited edition PS4. It's all red. It has the Spider-Man symbol on his chest there on the side of the PS4. The controller is red. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And I got to tell you, as a PC player and completely not a console gamer anymore, I was kind of like thinking maybe I should get a PS4 for this God of War game, and that Horizon Zero Dawn game looks kind of cool. Nah, but then I was just like, oh, there's that Spider-Man game coming in. Let me see what that game ends up looking like, and then I'll think about it. As soon as I started seeing trailers for this game, I was just like, I gotta fucking have it. I have to play this game. Like, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, if you guys couldn't tell. So I have to have this game. And then on top of that, the limited edition PS4 gets announced, and I'm just like, that's destiny right there. I have to have all of this. But yeah, this game in general looks gorgeous. The story behind it looks really neat. There's a lot of villains that we don't typically see a lot in Spider-Man games or anywhere for that matter. Negative Man, fucking Silver Sable. Sometimes in the early 90s with the cartoon, she would show up. But other than that, and looks to be the Sinister Six as well is going to be
Negative
involved in
Man.
this one.
I'm real impressed that you actually got a spot in this game.
Thank you. Thank you. But anyway, so yeah, that's the only game trailer that we're gonna show because it's a game trailer, and I don't really have much to talk about with it. There's not really many details given yet, aside from just story stuff and all that. So instead of just sticking around with the game trailers, I figured maybe we can show off a couple movies trailers and stick with the whole superhero theme. Let's go into the next one.
Is it Monster Squad? Man,
It's not Monster Squad.
I love Monster Squad. It's like one of the
I
best
don't even know
movies
what
ever.
that is.
What?
I don't know what that is.
It's an amazing movie. I'm gonna have to throw that trailer up then.
I think I do know that one. But anyway, go ahead.
Sure. Excuses.
Your presence is requested at the royal wedding.
This is not the one I told you to play next.
Bentwood,
Too bad. Ah!
Princess Bean.
Do you take this man to be your husband?
No!
Oh.
My God. This is a bad time to be coming down off of that high.
So how'd it go?
Yeah, I was about to say, it's clearly looking like a groaning.
I want to
Yeah.
see the outside world.
I want to get rid of all the diseases plaguing mankind and replace them with worse ones.
Being out of control. I don't even know what to yell at you.
I'm not so bad.
Well, you did kill that one guy.
I'd be fine if someone could just slide my head up a bit.
Isn't there a point in everyone's life where they need to go and figure out who they are? Whew, I'm a good butcher.
This is a pet shop.
Oh,
What's this feeling I don't want to drink away?
That's hope.
I've got a bad idea!
What's bad about it? Oh, never mind. I see.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm drowning!
I'm Alpha.
Remember, the trick to not getting swept over the waterfall is swimming upstream.
Got it. You can do anything if you believe in yourself.
well, I'm gonna go ahead and say I am sold 100%.
Right? Like, I've seen a little bit of it before. I didn't actually get a chance to check out the trailer yet, so this was fresh to me as well. I am also sold on that. Like, first of all, usually all I need to hear is Matt Groening, and I'm just like, I'm sold. But that actually looks really good.
Like those chuckles in the background, 100% legit. I was not prepared for half of those laughs.
No, neither was I.
But I didn't see those superheroes you were talking about in it, so I was a little bit messed up.
God damn it.
So I'm not sure what you were talking about, but I do have a trailer that has superheroes once we're done talking about that last one. I don't think I've ever seen anything from Matt Groening that's actually been set in that time period.
Yeah, what's cool about that is it's like you have The Simpsons, which is kind of modern. You have Futurama, which is obviously in the future. And then you have this one, which is, fantasy medieval times, which is kind of neat.
I mean, even Life is Hell was set pretty much in a non-time period at all, just sticking with the bunnies. So, no, real impressed. Definitely going to watch it. If only we could find some sort of service that will allow us to watch in unison and add commentary. That'd be pretty epic.
Oh, are you?
They actually exist. They do.
Are you suggesting we stream watching it?
Potentially, as long as we don't get our pantsuit off, which is very convenient for me because I'd have to be wearing pants to get them suit off.
Second.
All right.
But anyway, yeah, so that was that. I think speaking of getting things off. No, that makes sense. Maybe things. Speaking of things in pants, there we are. We have a monster movie to show off as well.
Oh, so you ready for that monster movie then?
Yeah.
Ready? All right, perfect.
Oh my God, you did!
You've run from foster homes in 6 counties. I can take care of myself.
Oh, shit.
When you're 18, give these people a chance, because that's what they're giving you.
This is Billy Batson. Make sure you make him feel at home.
They seem nice, but don't buy it. It gets real Game of Thrones around here. Dude, just messing around. You look at me and you're like, why so dark? You're a disabled foster kid. You've got it all. If you could have one superpower, what would you pick? Everybody chooses flight. You know why?
So they can fly away from this conversation?
No, because heroes fly.
What, you need your fake family to stand up for you? Hey!
Man, sorry about that.
Go, go, go! Grab it! Get out the way!
So we have a whole different discussion than just the movie to talk about.
Billy Bats. I choose you as champion.
Wait, he's like a Pokemon?
We're like a
Hello?
Digimon?
Say my name so my powers may flow through you.
But I don't know your name, sir.
When no one is around you, say, baby, I love you.
Okay! Shazam?
This means Billy!
What is happening?
You're the only person I know that knows anything about this Cape Crusader stuff.
Can I?
Oh, yeah. That's crazy, right?
What are your superpowers?
Superpowers, dude? I don't even know how to pee in this thing.
AM to the PM, PM to the AM.
You have super strength. Can you fly?
If I quit your BM, I still rock Mercedes. If I quit this season, I still be the greatest.
You okay? Why are you talking?
Sit down.
You know, I don't think that's gonna buff out.
Your phone's charged. Your phone's charged.
The hell?
You're like a bad guy, right?
It was a Note 7, clearly.
Gentlemen!
You have bullet immunity.
I'm bulletproof.
You're dead.
Sorry about your window, but you're welcome for not getting robbed. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm a superhero.
Okay.
So
I mean-
here's my thought on this. Okay.
I fucking love the movie Big. I'm glad they redid
it. That's an interesting takeaway. My takeaway from this is I feel like it's going to be good in like the second half of the movie. You know what I mean? Like the second, not even the second half, like just the second act is going to be good. You know what I mean? Like the open is going to be kind of like, meh. He's a kid. It's depressing. Oh, look, he's sticking up for the other kid. How cool. And then he's going to get his powers and everything's going to be funny as shit. And then he's going to actually have to do superhero stuff. And I'm going to be like, I'm bored again. That's how I feel like I'm going to feel with this movie. I hope I'm wrong because the parts that are kind of like comical are kind of like, this is all right. This isn't so bad. But I don't know. We'll see.
If they don't make at least one reference to the movie Big, I'm going to be disappointed. Because...
You know, I feel like that's the way to win over the audience here because like I don't typically like DC. And here's the thing. I've tried DC movies. Like I want to like them so bad, but honestly, since The Dark Knight, not that many of them I've really enjoyed. Dark Knight Rises was meh. It was just like, eh. And ever since then, I don't know. I try to like them. I just can't get into them though. This one, I hope maybe since it's not so damn dark all the time, maybe this can work for him. The giant fucking lightning bolt biting out of his chest. Maybe that can work for him. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I really hope I do like it.
So the conversation I said that absolutely sparks and that we have to talk about, because I feel they misrepresented me. What superpower would you choose?
What superpower would I choose? Jesus Christ, I don't fucking know. Like,
really? Because in my mind, like, if you choose super strength, everyone's gonna ask you to help them move. Just done. It's just like being the guy with a truck.
Well, I mean, would that be such a bad thing though?
Yeah, because everyone's always gonna want you to do shit all the time, and then at the same time, you need to go handle some real shit. If you're doing that whole "with great power comes great responsibility" thing. Not only that, but
why? But why do you have to live by that?
Because I'm not an asshole.
I am. I 100% am.
And on the other side, flight, man. Flight is like the worst one to pick. You know what happens if you pick flight? People shoot firecrackers at you. I'm gonna see if I can hit that fucker flying around. Also, are you like flying super fast, or are you just kind of floating slowly?
I think that's the thing that people always forget. Like, whenever you see superheroes, it's just like, oh man, I wish I could fly because then I can get places super fast. No, it doesn't. It just means that you can get there just as fast, except you're going above ground instead of on ground. Like, what if you can only fly half the speed you can walk?
Then it'd be like a lazy float down the river. Now, personally, I would say the ability to stop time. Because then people wouldn't be able to tell that you have that superpower, so you don't necessarily have to hit the responsibility. But you can still manage to get anything done. Anything that, like, super strength could do, you could still manage to get done. And it would seem like you did it instantly. It's just, you took some extra time. And having some extra free time would be amazing. I don't know about you, but I'm busy as hell, and some free time to get everything done and then go back to real time. Perfect.
Right. Superpower that I would want is fucking getting 8 hours of sleep at night. That's that. Let's move on to the next
one. That's a lame ass power right there.
Yeah.
It's not even a power.
I'm not even going to discuss what the next one is, because every time I say something about it, it's just like, oh, well, that's wrong because this is what it was.
Well, yeah, you said you wanted to watch Monster Squad, right? Because fuck yeah, we can do this. Greatest movie of all time.
We'll see about that.
Our world is changing. The mass extinction.
Wait, is that 11?
11?
Has already begun, and we are the.
Yeah, that's 11 from Stranger Things.
We are the infection.
Let me guess, that's another thing you haven't watched.
I've seen it. She has hair this time. A little confusing, that's all.
But like all living organisms, the Earth unleashed a fever to fight this infection. Its original and rightful rulers, the Titans. For thousands of years, these creatures have remained in hiding around the world. And unless all the Titans are found, our planet will perish, and so will we. They are the only guarantee that life will carry on.
You are out of your goddamn mind!
I am sorry, but this is the only way.
You're a monster. I'm sorry.
Long live the king.
King of the Monsters, huh?
Yeah, so one thing I'll point out, first of all, I liked Stranger Things to an extent. I haven't seen the second season yet, but I did like the first season. And to an extent, I mean, I think it was a lot more overhyped than what it actually was. It was good. I will say this much though. One thing I really liked about it is the acting abilities of all the kids. One being the little girl that played 11. She was incredible, dude. So like I can already see that that's kind of carrying over in this movie here, which is exciting. Because one thing that I feel like good monster movies could use is good acting from the non-monster counterparts. So
now, out of any of the kids to call out for season 1 of Stranger Things, Elle was probably the worst. Season 2, she knocks it out of the park. She did excellent. But in the first season, she bleeds from the nose and looks frustrated a lot.
Yeah, but
So,
but that's exactly, see, it's one of those things where it's like it's she definitely portrays panic and emotions incredibly well. And that's the thing. Like you don't have to talk to in my opinion at least, to really show off some of what she's feeling. She doesn't even need to say anything. And I think that's impressive alone.
So I'll be honest, I've kind of fallen out of the Godzilla thing.
Yeah, same. I did too, and I'm kind of hoping that this kind of reinvigorates that spark, because this looks kind of cool with all the other monsters in it and everything. All the other monsters, and I'm like, it's that guy and that one. I just don't remember the names of any of them.
But see, for me, like the last time I really got into it was back when it was still a guy in a suit. Stuff like Ultraman. Stuff back in the day when it was just straight up kaiju instead of how much CGI can we throw at this.
I agree with you to an extent. I mean, I like the whole rubber suit thing and all that, but at the same time, the CGI has certainly come a long way. At first, I'm right on there with you. It's just like, man, they're kind of ruining it with the whole CGI thing. But now that shit looks good, man, in my opinion.
So was Mothra in that? I couldn't tell. I saw some wings.
I didn't see Mothra. I didn't.
Looking.
That's like the one that I know. But no, I didn't see it. Like I know that I used to know the turtle's name. Is it Gamora? Is the turtle Gamora?
No, that was from Guardians of the Galaxy. Stop fucking it up.
Damn it. No, there's another one that's close to that. What the hell's the turtle's name?
Turtle Dick.
Gamera. Close.
See, the real question is, what was the name of Godzilla's kid?
Oh God, what's? Fuck me. I used to know this.
I'll pass. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But I will say, actually, in Loot Crate this month, perfect timing. It's a little stuff Godzilla. Hey.
I have to wait to see it on the stream, just like
you will.
Else.
It's hilarious.
Oh, there it is. Well, look at that.
That's actually going to be next week's stream. Is just me playing with the doll, making Godzilla noises the entire time. Hopefully, you guys tune in.
Well, that kind of does that for trailer trash. I think we had some good ones there.
I mean, I know Alaric would tune in. That's my boy.
Oh, yeah. But it's the time of the podcast here where we would like to highlight another streamer's stream. And do we have a name for this segment yet?
Yes, the time of the cast in which we highlight a streamer's stream. Oh, or there's that other one. Are you ready for it?
Hot streams.
For a nice hot stream. Oh, thank you for catching up. Much appreciated.
You take 1 week off, and I'm fucking lost, dude.
Well, it's good to be back. It's good to be around everyone again, except for that one asshole in chat. I see you. I'm not going to say your name.
Adira.
No, that's not true at all.
But anyway, yeah, so hot streams, and this week we are going to be highlighting, I know this one. This time I know, there's one answer I know. We're going to be highlighting Emma Hollows.
Oh. Wow, I should feel like I should get prepared. Why don't you talk about Emma for a little bit while I try to pull that stuff up?
I will, in fact, talk about Emma. So what she does is she is a variety streamer. She plays mostly console games from what I've seen. Although I think today, I don't know. She usually plays console games. I know that for a fact. It's a lot of different stuff. I've seen her playing some of the Final Fantasy titles before, from start to finish. She's never played some of them, so she would do Final Fantasy 7 for the first time, Final Fantasy 8 for the first time. She was playing Dino Crisis the other day. That was kind of cool. I was like, oh shit, I haven't seen this game in forever. So that was cool. And she doesn't really have a lot of pizzazz to her stream.
I disagree.
What? Hear me out. At
I'm going to
first
say
glance,
the personality pizzazz is through the roof.
well, at first glance, you look at her stream and you don't see an overlay or anything like that. But if you manage to stay around, then you see what is so great about the stream. The personality, like you said, the attention to chat and the kind of like constant conversation that's always going on in there. So another neat thing is her husband also streams, Zombie Andy. But this is not his segment. This is her segment. And
yeah, fuck that
guy. What's neat about that is the fact that he will kind of do like a co-host thing with her streams. So like if she's stuck at a part in a game or whatever and chat wants her to progress on, he'll just look up a part or whatever for her real quick on another computer to decide or whatever. And he's also in the chat and everything, kind of keeping the conversation going and everything like that. Here we have her playing Dead by Daylight, which is a PC game. So see, she does do some PC stuff, I guess. Although she could have been playing it. Looks like she's playing it on console. Is she playing this on console?
Is there a console version of this game? I don't keep up with console news.
I don't either. That's why I'm asking.
Alaric, help me. Oh.
Alaric nice. Says that's PS4.
Perfect timing.
That's funny. Okay, yeah. I didn't know it was on console as well. That's cool, I guess. God, is she a complete pleb? I thought she had at least some PC to her. What are we highlighting her for? Like at this point, I feel like she has to like paint in order to get highlighted.
Now, see, I can tell you exactly why we are highlighting though. So not only is there constant viewer engagement, which I love seeing in any small stream or big stream. I mean, just most big streamers ignore it. But also, she's very community-based. She is more than happy to jump into other people's streams, watch what they're doing, add some tips, ask some questions, and engage there. Like, Emma herself goes far beyond just the streams that she does. She really just contributes towards Twitch, and that's the amazing part in my eyes about Emma.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that 100%. I've seen her in other DMG members' streams. I've seen her in my stream. I would say I've seen her in your stream, but we haven't even seen you in your stream yet. But yeah, like you were saying, to piggyback off of a little bit, the whole chat interaction thing. If anyone's watched this podcast before, you guys know that is like 100% a huge thing for me. I like watching streams that are going to engage with their chat. That's a big deal, I think. And she definitely nails that on the head. She asks questions when you say something in the chat. If you're, asking her something, or if you're just commenting on the game, she engages a conversation. She'll ask a question. She'll keep the conversation going. She'll ask you how your day's been, whatever the case may be. All these things might not seem like a lot, but they are huge in the streaming community, and a lot of people fail to see that. And yeah, she definitely does it. She has it going on for her as far as the chat thing goes.
Wait, and one thing that I don't think we even called out at all that I think is kind of amazing. So I know I personally met Emma for the first time in other people's streams, not even DMG members. But the times of day that I end up coming across Emma are almost like my standard times of day, but I can wake up in the morning and she is still active and engaged because Emma's actually from the UK.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, so I get done work and she's just kind of closing out the stream. So it's nice for me to come home from work and see someone streaming right away before I even jump into my stream or before anyone else really starts streaming that I typically watch. So that's kind of cool.
And actually, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find another game as an example while we talk just a little bit more. So, I will say Final Fantasy I never got huge into, but she's definitely smashed through a lot of those until she couldn't
You know
take it
what?
anymore.
No, actually, it wasn't a matter of her not being able to take it anymore. She finished 7 and 8, and she plans on going back to more, but she's taking a break from them for now to do other games as well. And here's something interesting. So, like, I've watched I've never really played Final Fantasy. I've played a little bit of 7, never finished it. I've played some of the older ones, like 3 or 6 in Japan, depending on which one you're looking at. And just a bunch of them. And to me, they were never really something that I would really enjoy watching other people play. Like, you kind of get immersed into the game, into the story and all that, and that's fun. But watching the game, doesn't sound that exciting. Let me tell you something. Watching her play those games, like, again, her chat is definitely where it's at with that kind of stuff, because you see the chat just constantly scrolling through, and people are constantly commenting on the game and stuff that they know about it, stuff that I didn't know about it before, and they're helping her out, and it's engaging. The whole thing is engaging. It's a fun experience, especially for me as an American. I go there and I learn some English shit. They learned some American shit. Went in there the other day. They had no idea what Scrapple was. Do you know what Scrapple is, Jugs?
You mean like the pig parts?
Yeah, the breakfast meat.
Oh, that's a stretch, but it's pig parts.
Right. So Scrapple is a breakfast meat in America. They had no idea. I was kind of comparing it to their blood
Haggis,
pudding.
probably. I
Well,
compared it
blood
up to
pudding.
haggis. No,
Yeah.
fuck blood pudding. Haggis.
Well, because
haggis is
blood
also
pudding
more fun to say.
Blood pudding is a breakfast item for them. So I was like, oh, that's kind of like our Scrapple, And they never heard of what the hell is Scrapple. Oh, well, let me educate everyone here. And then they were just like, that sounds disgusting. Well, you guys are eating fucking blood. Like, take it easy.
Also, did you happen to see the name of the stream that I'm showing of hers right now?
No.
I literally cannot play FF8 anymore.
I thought she finished it.
I'm sure she's gone back. She has that level of determination. I'm just saying, I know at one point it was like, okay, gotta take a break.
I know she finished 7, but anyway. So got her playing Metal Gear Solid here. I know she said she's a huge fan of that game. She's played it a bunch or whatever, so it's just kind of like her go-to game. One of these days she's going to stream Super Metroid too. She swore so herself. She told me. That was for me. She was wearing a Screw Attack shirt, Super Metroid Screw Attack shirt.
Nice.
And I said, "Oh, are you a fan of Metroid?" She's like, "I've never played Super Metroid before." I'm like, "Well, what are you doing with Final Fantasy then? Like, go play that game." So she told me she's going to play it at some point. So that's going to be fun. What do you got going on over here? What are you trying to do to me?
Oh, so I have the ability to show you stuff without the rest of the stream seeing it. So right now we're just in the standard mode, and I'm just going to subject you to random images while we talk.
I can minimize that, right?
Oh, don't minimize my heart, man.
All right. So that is Emma Hollows. Go check her out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Emma Hollows, right? Yeah, that's all it is. There it is right here.
Thank you again to Blaze for actually dropping that link in there.
Hey, there it is again. Thanks, Blaze. So just click on that link and check her out. If you're not here live, twitch.tv/Emma Hollows. That's EMMAHALLOWS. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, she streams UK time, so I couldn't tell you what times they are. But if you go to her stream, and I'm sure she has a schedule somewhere on there for her to for you to check out. So that will do it for hot streams. Like I said, everyone, be sure to go to Novak 404's channel, enter the giveaway for Dark and Light. I think he's going to be pulling it on Wednesday. Also, this Saturday coming up in DMG news is me and JP13's Super Mario Brothers race. We're going to be doing it blindfolded. It's going to be kind of insane. I don't really know how it's going to work out, to be honest with you, but it should be fun. Okay. Apparently, the current time in the UK is 12:53 a.m. There you are.
It's 12:54 right now. Come on, man.
Jesus. Well, all right.
Telling you, sometimes I just gotta set you up for it.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll do it for DMG news and all that. Make sure to check us. Actually, I think right here on this channel is where we're going to be doing the race. Is that correct? Can we do that?
I mean, we could, but who'd tune in on this channel? Actually, what I'm going to go ahead and say, when it comes to the race, each person will be able to stream independently, but I'd like to see the race with the split screen, both sides actively going here. Sure, you guys can have your own independent fans, but if we do it here as the mutual, I think that'll work out quite well.
I think a mutual is the only way to go, and me and JP just host it.
Or the other option, because we need to get those streams from somewhere, if you guys go to the low latency Mixer allows extreme low latency for the streams. That means that the restream over to here should be about perfect. There shouldn't be any noticeable difference between just trying to stream to Twitch normally. That way it can be hosted over here with the mutual. Everyone can tune in here. You guys can each host on your independent Twitches. But yeah, we need the video source from somewhere.
That's a good idea. So yeah, definitely check us out Saturday for that. Anything you'd like to add to the stream?
Just remember on Saturday, there's also a charity stream going on. That's going to be way more. I don't know. I just mess with you guys. No charity stream at all on this upcoming Saturday. Definitely make sure to tune in if you got that time to spare, even if you don't tune in on mobile. And I will say thank you from DJ4X that we had over there for so many of you guys actually jumping into his charity stream. I know he had a pretty high goal there, and it may not have hit the solid goal, but the goal itself wasn't a finish line. Even a dime contributed towards the cause for the animal shelter was appreciated, and I believe he got up to $740 during his full 24-hour stream. We even managed to get him to play Getting Over It a few times. I gifted him the game and threw in the donation in order to force him to stream it for an hour straight. Oh man, he was blowing up. And then the second he was like, oh God, thank God that is finally over. I made sure to jump in and donate enough so he was forced to play it for another half hour. So,
of course you did. Just the way we'd expect Jugs to do.
Hey, it was for a good cause, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You really can't complain about it. But for those that have missed it, me and JP's race, I don't actually think we set a time. It'll be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fuck you, Burrito. It'll be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Can I get a discount on that? I would much prefer that Eastern Savings Time.
Oh, God damn it. Whatever. Anyway, it'll be 8 p.m. if you're on the East Coast. If you're not on the East Coast, fucking Google what time is my time on the East Coast right now, and that's how you find out. Shit. Yeah, there you go. Could you show that to the fucking stream there? That'd be great. You're not going to show it, are you?
See?
Anyway,
just like that.
Just like that.
What time is my time on the East Coast?
So aside from that, damn, there was something else I wanted to mention. I don't remember it now. Oh, I remember now. So if you guys like to stream the big news and small streams, that is, by all means, check us out every week, Monday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you yourself want to be on this stream, you can have your stream highlighted just the way Emma Hollow said. Let me or Jugs know via DMs or any of the DMG members in the Discord there. And if you don't know about the Discord, there it is right there. Be sure to join. Let a founder know that you want to be on this stream, that you want your stream highlighted in the DMs through Discord, and we will be sure to get you in on the queue. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah, it is correct, but could you do me a favor and spell that?
Queue.
Hey.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm sorry, I was around Juggalos for a week.
Which is why my name is Carnage Razor. His name is the Literate Juggalo. And this was Big News and Small Streams.
You know, at the start, it wasn't your business, but now it was. Oh God, I think we lost him. If only he could figure out how to raid somebody right now.
I'm just sorry. Well, first of all, I'm gonna let you know this much. This is going to go a lot smoother than we did it last week. Because last week, you may or may not know, we kind of ended it short, and then we had to come back because someone was like, "Oh, that stream's over, guys. See you." Just fucking. It was funny as shit. But anyway, we're gonna raid Alaric 187, Ulrich 187, however the fuck you pronounce his name. We're raiding our boy Alaric. He was one of the people that we actually have shown off on his streams before. He was doing a little Bob Ross stream, which was a lot of fun. And
If I remember correctly, he was even in this chat a little bit ago.
He's always in this chat, man. The dude is great when it comes to like supporting his friends and his fellow Twitch members and everything about him. He's just fantastic. Go check him out. Thanks for showing, guys. See you next time.
If you need someone to support your member, go see Alaric.
They're all gone already.
So I should end the stream?
Yeah.